Hello my beautiful friends and happy March. We just wrap up little February, tiny but mighty because wow, we have seen so many beauty releases for this upcoming spring season, and on today's video I will be sharing with you all the things that I have been loving during the month of February. Everything from home items, beauty, fashion, lifestyle, a little bit of everything. Let's start first with, I'm here at my room and I'm looking to my bed and I'm just gonna insert a video image, but I have been loving this. It's not a well, you can be considered a throw blanket or simply a cozy blanket. Oh my gosh, it's not only so soft, so plushy, it has these little bumpy waves. My husband loves it, and I do have one very similar to it that you may have seen it on some of my videos when I'm at my living room, exactly by my couch. But yeah, this one is just a lot bigger. It's a size skin, and I love that although fluffy and cozy, it doesn't make you like sweat or feels too hot. It does have some lightweight to it. So I just wanted to start with that because honestly it has brought us so much comfort during sleep time, during nighttime. It has been just amazing, and I bought it at Amazon. By the way, all the products as per usual that I will be mentioning today will be on the description box below, along with the links for your convenience. My Amazon storefront link too will be there if you want to see what else I love. But this blankie has been a true highlight for this past month. Now going into jewelry, these beautiful rings from Ideal, and this video is not sponsored by them, but I have been eyeing these rings for, I would say, since the time that they came out, about half a year ago, and I wanted it something not only dainty but also something that I can wear on everyday basis, and also something to symbolize a promise that I have done to myself in various aspects. So I every time that I'm working or doing something, I just look at my hand and I'm like, this is the promise to yourself. You know, stand up and do whatever you needed to do for you. It means something very special to me, and I love Ideal jewelry. I love that the diamonds are so pretty. They sparkle so much. I love that they are solid gold, so I know that if I need to wash my hands, I need to get into the shower, I don't know, I'm at a hotel or a restaurant, I'm not thinking about like, oh, I need to take my jewelry off. They are pieces that they are going to last me forever and ever and ever. Same thing with this gorgeous, very classic tennis bracelet that I got from the brand Linger. It is also solid gold and diamonds. The price is so fair and is so dainty. It sparks beautifully, and I received so many compliments. And these are just classic pieces that, you don't even need to stack them. You can just wear them every day. They are just so special the way that they are. I'm just completely in love with this tennis bracelet. If anything, I think I wanna take it to the jeweler and see if they can make it a little bit smaller. I don't know if that's the smartest idea or not to do, but I think it may just need to be a little bit smaller because it feels like it's just a little bit larger. It doesn't come off from my hand, but that's something that I had been thinking to do, but so in love. Now going for jewelry that is a lot more affordable, I found these beautiful earrings at Amazon. I don't know how I even came across to them. They just appear on my feed and I was like, I like them. These are my style. They look so pretty, and I think they have them in different sizes too, and they are super comfortable. They are not heavy. Now these are obviously not solid gold. I don't know for how long they will last me, but I think they just look very, very beautiful. Kind of like a statement piece, but yet, I don't know, they just have like a little bit of a vintagey vibe. I like them quite a bit. By the way, if you're hearing like noises on the background, I'm so sorry. My neighbor is doing some work at their patio. Another neighbor. It seems like every month is one, and maybe, like one time it will be me, I'm sure. But yeah, that's why you hear all the noise on the background. But hopefully my microphone is making the magic and reducing that noise. The rainy season has arrived, and with that, my allergies, they just get triggered so much. And I don't usually talk about these. Now, I'm no doctor, I'm not giving you any recommendation. I'm just sharing with you how fascinated I am with this Vicin Allergy Eye Relief Multi-Action. Honestly, friends, I get my eyes, they itch so much, they get really watery, and I have tried so many other brands. One of them is this orange bottle. I think it's called Sadiator. Oh my gosh, that burns so much. This one, it's like an immediate relief. So I just had to share it with you. If any of you are going through these allergy seasons and you get itchy eyes, I mean, this is so good. Obviously, talk with your doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I just thought, you know what, let me share the joy. Going quickly into an empty, I finished, well, almost finished this Dermatology Vitamin C, E, and Ferulic. Pretty sure you have seen it on one of my luxury haul blogs. I did my skincare, and there's just a tiny bit right there, but it's oxidized. You see how dark it has gotten. Perhaps I can use it on my body. It's just a tiny little drop. I think it is my fault that I couldn't use it all because during the month of December and January I was traveling. So when I got back to it, unfortunately, that little bit just had oxidized. So I have started with another vitamin C serum. Not that I will not repurchase this one. Actually, this is very much comparable to the one from SkinCeuticals, 15% L-ascorbic acid. But I have started this new bottle from Timeless Skincare. Now, this is 20% vitamin C. Also has ferulic acid and vitamin E. Now, in the past, I have tried Timeless vitamin C serum and I broke out. But it is my understanding that that was the old formulation of 5, almost 6 years ago. This formula is so good. Although the percentage is higher, my skin, which is reactive skin, sensitive skin, it doesn't overreact. I don't feel any pain, no redness, no nothing. So I will report back to you, but yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. Another amazing skincare product that you have seen me use it time and time again on my skincare routine. It is by Photozyme MD, and it is the DNA Youth Recovery Serum. This product works on the cellular level to repair damage from the past. Say, for example, if you were like me, I used to go to the beach every day, no sunscreen, burn as much as possible to get the greatest tan in the world. Well, then you know that I have some sunspots here and there, and I see that although they are still there, so they are not fully erased, right? Like it's not like completely going back, they are not becoming bigger or darker. So I think this product has to do a lot with that. I had been using it for at least, I will say I started with this product about 3 years ago, going into 3 years, at least 2 years or 2 years and a half, or like I said, going into 3 years. And I really seen the benefits of it because like I said before, I noticed my sunspots long ago, but I don't see them getting darker or bigger. And I think this may be why. Another phenomenal product is by Biologique Recherche. It is the lotion P50 1970. Now, rumor has it that this is being discontinued because of the use of phenol, but I still see it around. So I will make sure to link it on the description box below. And if you don't know what is lotion P50 and why it's so phenomenal, so looked after, so many celebrities they use it, is because it will exfoliate your skin in a very soothing way, but it will just enhance your glow time after time. Like your skin will literally glow from within. The big change of this is incredible. I will be putting right here on the cards, wherever it goes, the cards, that video where I show you how to use it. It is so amazing, and it's also packed full of other ingredients. Like for example, it does have niacinamide, which is a calming, soothing ingredient, lactic acid, which is an exfoliator, and it is gentle on the skin. Like I said, I have reactive skin, and these have served me for years. I'm buying backups of these because if it's being discontinued, just this version, not the entire line. Just that's what I heard. If it's discontinued, I need to have backups. The good thing is, like, for example, this one that I just bought expires on 2028. So it gave me a few years of joy because I really need it. I think it's so important to always remove the dead skin, mostly when you're getting into a certain age that the cell turnover goes slower. It's not as when you were like super young, when you were a kid or a young teenager. So you need that extra help. This amazing. And today morning when I was doing my skincare, I grabbed this bottle. I'm like, you know what? I need to tell everybody how I feel about the Tatcha, the water cream. I love this cream all year round. I feel like I use the dewy cream at nighttime just to give me a little bit more of like a barrier of moisture. But honestly, for my daily basis, I feel the water cream does all what it needs. It doesn't, although I do have dry skin, sensitive skin, it's just so lightweight, gel-like consistency. I really love the formula of this water cream. I really love actually the products from Tatcha. They are just so good, but it actually reminds me quite a bit to the La Mer moisturizing cream, but the soft cream, the one that is the gel version, lighter version, just like that, but without a hefty price tag either. And as you can tell, I use it all the time. I always have backups because I know this is a moisturizing cream that I can trust on. In terms of fashion, it will be silly of me not to tell you how much I have been loving this baby. I know. It's a little joy of mine. I love my Birkin. I'm so happy I got my hands on it. It is the perfect color, the perfect size, the perfect everything. This is a 25 toggle. I have do I have a review on this one? No, I don't have a review. I have the unboxing. So I owe you perhaps like what's in my bag. Let me know if you want to see that. But I love it so much. And I just added this twilly that I had it for so long. I used to use it on my hair, but now I had added here. I want to go to the boutique and get a couple other twillies. Another little thing that I have added is this. I thought I wasn't going to go into the trend of charms, but here you got me. I got this little charm. It's kind of like a Pegasus, a little horsey pony kind of idea with all the rhinestones. Is so cute. I got it from the brand Elise, and they do these gorgeous, stunning charms for bags. And I mean, you can use it also for your keychain and whatnot, but they just make them, I think, not so childish. Something that, at least for me, is more like, okay, I see me wearing this piece. You know what I mean? It looks so, so good. And in fact, I do have the other one here, a little elephant. Look at that. Isn't it that precious? And I'm pretty sure I do have a discount code with this brand too. Not a sponsor of this video, by the way. It's not sponsored by any brand, but I do have several discount codes with different brands. So I will be leaving those on the description box too. And another thing that I have added as soon as I got this baby, because I knew I was going to need it. And I had one long time ago, but it's not as good as this baby. Sorry, let me just put this baby right here. But it is the Carrier Atelier. It is a back hook. So like I said, I do have a couple other ones, but this one is way more sturdy. It is stabilized. I really like how it's very nice and compact, but also it has a good length. So this is just something a must have. I think they come in different colors. Like there's a gold one, like this one. There's a platinum one. Highly suggested to check them out. I also love that it comes in this little pouch, so it will not scratch your bag. And although it's sturdy, it's not too heavy that it weighs down your bag. So super important, you know, just get one of these regardless of any bag that you have. One thing that I was taught since I was very little: you don't put your bag at all whatsoever on top of the table. Bad manners, terrible manners, never on the floor. The money dies. Yes, indeed. I know, if you don't think about the money dies, just think that it's bad manners in general, you know. So you want to make sure you protect your bag, that you have it right next to you, obviously, but at the same time, you know, like you put it in a nice place and not put it on top of the table where everybody's eating and where the bag can get all dirty too, or spill with water, wine, or whatever is the case. You know, that God forbid, not do that. This wallet from Chanel, it has served me so much. You know, I have a couple SLGs, not too many. I'm not too crazy about collecting so many SLGs, but there's something about this SLG from Chanel that I truly love. It's compact, it carries everything that I need, it's easy to open, and you know what, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be paying a visit to that Chanel boutique because that 25S collection is coming and I have some items on my wish list, and I'm pretty sure because the colors are kind of like minty green, there's also the pink, white, right? I think I want to get another wallet in another, like something more colorful, mostly for this spring and summertime. Let's dive into makeup. I have to give a big shout out to this Chantecaille Glow Face Tint in the gold version. Now, don't think that this has gold sparkles or you're gonna look like a teen man. No, you're not. This is actually so hydrating and a beautiful base before you go with your makeup. Call it a primer, but essentially it's a hydrating product that just kind of like makes your skin not only smoother but also more even in tone. It doesn't have really a tint to it, but it just has hydration. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on my hand, but you see right there, let's just put it on. It's just like a glass of water, but it just creates a very thin barrier that you don't feel it. It's not heavy at all, of not only hydration but between your makeup and the skincare. So I just feel there's a big difference every time that I apply it and I go with makeup. My makeup looks like flawless and beautiful. For foundations, I have been going strong with these two babies, the Forever Hydra Nude foundation from Dior and the Hourglass Illusion foundation. Fantastic bases. And here comes the Givenchy Prince Libre. This is the Glow Serum foundation, and I tested it about, I would say, almost a week ago. You may have seen already my review. Can you tell where I have the Givenchy and where I have the Dior one? If you were to look side by side, comment without cheating, okay? Let me know. Let me tell you the differences and then I tell you where I have which one, okay? So with the Forever Hydra Nude Dior, it's very skin-like, like your skin, like, you know, like what you see right now, like this. It doesn't, I mean, it adds a glow, but it's a hydrated glow, while the one from Givenchy has more glow into it. Now, the interesting part is that both foundations, they wear throughout the day really well. Like, they are long lasting for being such a thin formula. I cannot feel at all and whatsoever when I'm wearing these foundations on my skin. I feel like I have nothing on my skin, no makeup, no nothing, no worry about like, oh, something is moving, nothing. And I think that's one of the most impressive things about these foundations, aside that they do not emphasize, like say, enlarged pores, fine lines. They don't gather because they are extremely lightweight, one of the lightest weight foundations that I have tried in so many years. But aside to that, it is that they don't run, because you think, okay, because they are so thin, they will disappear on your skin, or they will just melt down. They don't. They actually kind of lock almost to the point of being self-setting. So which side you think is which? Givenchy, I think you can see the glow right there, the glow here, and this is Dior. You see, it has a little bit of glow and luminosity, but it's even more skin-like. So very, very interesting and very alike. If anything, the one from Givenchy, when you receive it, the cap, oh my gosh, it's a pain. Like, it's so hard to take out. But don't worry. I mean, like, after that, as long as you don't like super press it, it should be fine. But FYI, if you saw me testing it for the first time, I was like, okay, forget about it. I'm not going to be able to review this product because there was no way for me to open it, but I was able to open it up. Strong muscles here. You know that I'm not crazy about setting setting powders, but I just tried the new YSL loose setting powder, and I feel this is different than the one that comes on the compact, which I do have in translucent, but this one is in lavender, and I actually have it on right now, and as you can see, it's not super mattifying, but it looks the makeup really nice. And I had compared it with the one from Givenchy on my try of new makeup releases for spring, and they are very alike. Not necessarily the shade itself, because this is a lot more brightening, but it doesn't show as super brightening on the skin. Like when you compare them side by side, it's like, oh, they're pretty much the same, but again, very thin and non-cakey. Very nice job from YSL. So I can tell you that I'm enjoying this one, and I will keep putting it on the test, mostly as we come into spring and summertime when it gets super hot. Let me know if you have tried it, because so far I think YSL is really coming with really amazing products. You know, the blushes have been fantastic, and I mean their eyeshadows, honestly, YSL, they have been coming stronger than ever. You know that I have been going for months and months on end with the Gucci brow pencil, and I changed. And not because I don't like the one from Gucci, but because I was like, Jackeline, you know what? You're too lazy now, you know, like, because you know that that's gonna, you know, like, last you for years, and you have it in front of you, you're not checking the other products that you have. So I whipped out the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil, the brow pencil. Okay, this is in warm brunette. The tip is so fine that you can make hair-like strokes so easily. And you have seen me, what, perhaps 2 years ago, I was raving about this product, and I continuously use it. But like I said, I become a little bit, I'm not lazy, but you know, like you have another product, and brows is something that I want to get done with that fast, and this also makes me get them done fast and more natural. Love it. And I have to tell you, it's a rediscover in my collection. And talking about shades, because I just told you the shade of these, I will be leaving the shades of these two foundations too, because as you can tell, there's really not much difference between one another, right? So if you are on my skin tone, check on the description box below so you can see all the shades. The blush that I have on today, oh my gosh, angels are singing. This is Camilla Futura by Chanel. There's something so special about this blush, because you have this very kind of like punchy tone, but then you have a brightening effect, and then you have more of a kind of like a golden hour kind of tone. This is a gorgeous blush. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous blush. Very natural, but very spring-like. So beautiful. I'm so in love with it. I don't know if these, I mean, I know it's gonna come online. It's gonna be available also at other retailers. It's just that now Chanel is focusing on first launching their collection in boutiques, then online, and then at retailers. That's kind of like the protocol that they are doing right now. It may change, or there may be a hiccup sometime in another collection, but don't worry, this will come. And if it's available right now online, again, it will be on the description box below. But what a wonderful shade, and what a wonderful finish too, because although it looks matte on the pan, it does have this very natural skin-like finish, almost velvet-like. So it's not flat. You see, I have it right here, and it just looks so natural, and it does last for a long time too. It's not one of those blushes that they disappear. Another beautiful blush is the one from Patrick Ta in She Goes to the Gym. I have been going back to this one. I think this is a gorgeous, stunning color, not only for the season, but for any season. It just gives so much life to the cheeks. Likewise with this Le Bonbon blush by Merit. This is like a pop-up beautiful color. It just gives life. Like, believe me when I'm telling you, just use a little bit of, I don't know, skin tint, bronzer, maybe mascara, and just a lip gloss. Apply this on the cheeks, or this on the lips too. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Merit, they are doing an excellent job with their products, and I love the new shade range too. Phenomenal, fantastic. And in the topic of bronzer, oh my gosh, I so like wow with this new bronzer from Dior. Way better than the previous formulation. This formula has more emollients, including also hyaluronic acid, that we all know hyaluronic acid is such a thing right now, but the difference is the way that it builds up, and again, is the bronzer that I have today. There's no trace or where to start, where it ends. It melts in the skin. It's so soft and so thin. It's non-powdery. They offer it in two finishes, matte and kind of more of like, I shouldn't say satin finish, but natural finish. I went with a natural finish. Now, I know that they had come out also with the oversized version, but they are different shades. I couldn't find exactly that compatible with this shade. So it's like, come on, what are you doing? Please, what are you doing with us? You know, this is crazy. Love the new packaging too. I mean, I love these kind of details too, because when I'm doing my makeup, and since I have a big collection of products, I want to be able to see, oh, okay, this is a bronzer. Grab it, go for it. You know what? I think I make you a disservice because I swatched the Chanel blush and I didn't swatch this blush. So let me swatch it for you so you can see the difference in colors. You will see that Chanel is more warm. This one is mauve pink, the one from Patrick Ta. And then this Le Bonbon is brighter. So you see what I'm saying? Like, you have just different shades for different times, different everything. They're just so perfect. Let's talk about eyeshadows. Tom Ford and Peach Glamour. I whip out this eyeshadow every time that I just want to be done with a look super fast. You know what I love about this formulation? It is the matte eyeshadow. You can go dab a little and it just gives you not such an intense shade. You can build it up. In fact, the matte eyeshadow that you see around my eye is this one in two ways. One blended like super like with a fluffy brush and then concentrated on the edges. Just this eyeshadow made so much. The formulas so gorgeous, and look at these metallic shades. Fantastic. This is a new take on the creme formulation, so soft. You have a champagne tone, more of like a pinky undertone shade, and then more of a peach undertone. So you have covered kind of everything. And like I said, this matte eyeshadow is so chameleonic that you can blend it in and intensify as you need, because it does have that creme formulation that is just so easy to apply, to blend, and to build on. Another eyeshadow palette that I had been rocking, and it is also from the Camellia Futura collection from Chanel, is Utopia. Different finishes, completely different finishes. I do have this gorgeous pinky shade on the outer third of my eyelid. I have this gorgeous duochrome shade, wet like, all the way from my inner third to the middle. And those are 8 of the shades that I use from this palette. But it's so interesting because when you see it, a lot of people thought, oh no, that is just, it's non-cohesive. I don't see the rhyme or reason. But when you put it on your eyes, there's such an elegance about this palette. I will repurchase it with my eyes closed. So good. Love that you have so many different finishes, from duochrome with this lilac shade, from satin, from a topper, from another kind of like demi matte shade. Yeah, this is a must have, and this is what usually happens. The Leblanc collection is a collection that if you don't pay attention, you may be missing out on something that is so good. Another fantastic palette for this springtime is the one from Chantecaille. This is from Le Papillon collection. This shade, friends, how much I love lilac shades, but tell me this elegance. Yeah, so good. And this is a nudie tone, and believe me when I'm telling you, you have 2 semi-metallic shades between satin and metallic, and this topper shade, and you may be like, how I'm gonna do an eye look with this? Check out my video where I do like new luxury haul. you will see me like doing my skincare and then doing my makeup. These just give you the most ethereal, fairy tale like look. It's beautiful, beautiful to say the least. 3 eyeshadows truly give you an ethereal eye look. Now, Victoria Beckham Beauty, she just reformulated and redid her eyeshadows. And although I have only used 2 times this eyeshadow palette, I can tell you the quality to die for. Love this color story. The only thing, to me, I truly hope that she will come out with color stories that are a little bit not so intense, because the first launch that she has done, all the color stories are like boom, like so intense. But you know what, another thing too is that you can use these eyeshadows without using, like, say, this shade, or just intensify this shade and work with this shade. So there's more that you can do about it, but I just want to see more. This eyeshadow is stunning. Now, I did compare it with the Lid Luster. It's different. The Lid Luster has a je ne sais quoi that is just so vibrant, and it just has such a reflection. This one gives you a little bit of that, kind of like a taste of that, but it's not exactly like it. Let me know if you have picked up any of the new eyeshadows from Victoria Beckham Beauty. I would love to hear from you, because I know some of you were crazy about the green one, and some of you, they really wanted to do the blue one. So let me know if you ended up getting one of them. Let's talk about Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm laughing because I know a lot of people throw so much hate to her, because I mean, this palette, a lot of people say is cheap, right? Because of the packaging, and we're so used to Charlotte Tilbury bringing us like very fabulous, darling kind of packaging, right? But I like that we are getting more, not for less money, because this is more expensive than her quads, and I think even more expensive than some of their 9-pound palettes, but it's a smaller size. But she's including some shades like we have seen, for example, in Fire Rose. Do you see that? I mean, like, literally, look at these shades. They are really, really good. Now, one thing though is you're gonna find a little bit of fallout with these shades. Not much with the matte shades. The matte shades are very smooth, creamy. They are not chalky or powdery. They are not super creamy though, as say, for example, another brand like, I don't know, like Natasha Denona's, for example, right? Where you're gonna find a little bit of fallout throughout the day, it's gonna be with these shades. So make sure you use a eyeshadow primer. That will help you a lot. Just zero out any fallout, because the fallout that you will get, it will be like so tiny, nobody will see it. It will be you that you will see like one speck here, one speck there, something like that. So don't think that, oh my gosh, these are terrible, they are bad. No, in fact, I really enjoy it. I love the artistry from Charlotte Tilbury. I think these shouldn't be limited edition to begin with, and a lot of people have compared them with the Dior Backstage. I think Dior is more muted, more subtle, more like is there, not there. You know what I mean? With Dior, they just go very cautious with not only their color stories, but the amount of pigment that you get. With this one, you're getting really good pigment. I'm sure a lot of makeup artists, they are enjoying this palette a lot, and that's why I think Charlotte Tilbury should have created an artistry line for these palettes and not just leave it as limited edition and here and otherwise you get it, or otherwise, you know, they are gone. I think it's unfair, mostly for makeup artists, that they will get really good use out of these palettes. Now, although I cannot put it like in super favorites because I just review it, I have to talk about the new Natasha Denona Bloom palette. If you like very warm eyeshadows, this could be for you. I think in performance, amazing. I love that she gave us this wet eyeshadow that is just so beautiful. Let me just put it right here so you can see it alongside with the other eyeshadows that I just swatched. It's just like there's some translucency, you see right there, that it makes it just look like it's there but not there, and it does have that lilac undertone. If anything, on this eyeshadow palette, I love that she included some warm pink shades. So you have a pink section and then you have your peachy tones. I love this shade here. I mean, like, honestly, I enjoy this palette quite a bit, but I think she needed not only Bark as the only brown shade. I feel that she needed another or a couple neutral shades to balance it out, because the palette is really good, but I feel like it's just missing that. I think, for example, this shade is beautiful, but I may not need it. I don't know. Or perhaps, like, for example, this shade and this shade, they are just too close, right? This one and this one. So that is my feedback on that. I love the palette. It's really nice. And the good thing too is that, you know, as all the midi palettes from Natasha Denona, you have these pink holes, so you can poke in the eyeshadow and exchange it for another eyeshadow from another palette from Natasha that you may like the most, right? But you know, you have that alternative, something that I may end up doing, but the palette is in general really good. And I'm a person that loves peachy tones, so this is all a vibe, and I'm sure as we get more into the warmer months, I will be whipping it up even more so. Let me know if you end up getting this palette. I do have a 15% discount code with Natasha Denona if in case you are wanting to get it you know, with a discount. But yeah, let me know what you think about this palette. Are you getting it? Is it in your wish list, or perhaps you already have got it and are you enjoying it? Although these are very new to my collection, and I'm sad in a way that they have changed the shades, but at the same time very happy, are the Luminizers by Dior. These are so pretty. I do have this shade, which is Pink Strophe. It literally just gives a little bit of a strobe of light, and you see more gold tone on this shade than the pink. Do you see right there? So it does look strong, but it will not suffice as a blush, and it's just very natural, the one we have a strobe, while the one that at first when I tried, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just too beaming. It's not like the good luminizers from Dior. It's more of a true highlighter, but I tried it on top of just foundation without any bronzer or any blush. I'm using it right now, Gold Halo. It looks wet, right? It's super pretty, light-handed, gold light-handed. So they have, again, the halo ones that I think they are a little bit stronger in terms of like shine, and then the strobe that are a little bit more, not muted, but just a little bit more of like, oh, there's a little bit of je ne sais quoi there. Love the new packaging too. Let me know if you have got any of these new highlighters from Dior. Let's talk about the lipstick that I'm using today. It is by Chanel. It's the Le Rouge Duo Ultra Tenue in the shade Pink Nude. So Chanel has added, I think, 5 new shades on this line. It's not reformulated. They are just adding a couple more shades. I think this is a must. Just like Intense Caramel, Timeless Beige, you know, those nude shades that can take you throughout the entire year. This one, so happy they had to come out with. Now, I know some of you wanted me to share with you some comparisons. So I have a few of these lipsticks on my collection. Oh my gosh. I swear. Okay, so let me show them to you like this, so you can see. This is the new one, okay? This one, it is Endless Pink. So Endless Pink is brighter, more pinky. Then I have here Light Pink. So this is light pink, and this is pinky nude. So you see, this is more nude. This is more true pink. Then I brought here Timeless Beige. Although it's beige, it does have a little bit of a pink, you know, tiny bit of pink in it, so a lot lighter. Then I have here Endless Pink, lighter than Nude Pink. Tender Beige, closer to Tender Beige, but not really. Okay, we will swatch these two together. And then the last one I have here on the tube, Light Mauve. So beautiful, such a great shade. Okay, let's swatch. And I know I'm not gonna be able to take this off of my hand if I let it dry. Okay, so this is Pink Nude. So it's a nude shade, but with a pink undertone. And then I have here, what we said, Tender Beige. tender beige is deeper, darker. Do you see? Right there. Even a little bit cooler in tone too. So I guess if you like tender beige, most likely you're gonna enjoy pink nude. So 100%, I mean 100% recommended. Okay, the clouds are opening and the sun is gonna hit me right on the face. The most beautiful gloss that I have tried in a long time. This baby by Christian Louboutin. Oh my gosh, this is a weapon, a beautiful gloss. Oh, I'm just gonna put over top the one from Chanel. Very much alike to the shade perhaps. No, this is cooler. I'm gonna grab a couple other shades too because this is long lasting, give you that kind of vinyl look, and it's also plumping. Now the plumping is not harsh, it just helps to circulate the blood on your lips. So stunning. And another wonderful lipstick, it is the Phantom by Hourglass. This is not a new formula, but they have added new shades. So if you haven't watched, pretty sure I have put a shorts here on my YouTube channel as well. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you may have seen it there too with all the new shades. But the shade Wonder, oh my gosh, this shade is spectacular. I love peach tones, and this is a dream peach lipstick. Super glossy, juicy on the lips. It does have a little bit of golden hint to it. Oh my gosh, this is perfection. Perfection. I bought the first two myself, and then Hourglass was very kind. They sent me their new selection, so I'm so grateful about it. But regardless, you know, because I have been raving about these babies since January, still going to strong February into March. So beautiful. Fragrances, I have been going into the musky scents, but not laundry like, but rather the feminine side. Le Papier by Dictique. Ah, this is glorious with that mimosa note. This is just a lady fragrance, 100%. This is just that clean woman that has that femininity and sensuality. Is just to die for. And another fragrance, also musky, that I had been so obsessed with is Parfums de Marly Balaya L'Exclusive. You know how much I love the original Balaya. It's a compliment getter. This one is just a little bit more soft, more smooth. It opens with a beautiful almond note, followed by some bergamot, a little bit of citrus scents. Then it turns a little bit powdery, but not that iris powder. It does have a little bit of ambroxan, sandalwood in it. A tiny bit of vanilla, but there's nothing sweet. It's just gentle. Like if you like Diptyque Le Papier, you're gonna love Balaya L'Exclusive. So amazingly good. Incredible to say the least. I mean, Parfums de Marly, they do a phenomenal job. It does have a little bit of white florals, but I'm not crazy about too florally fragrances. This is just the perfect balance. Like it's so well balanced with that orange blossom. Yeah, so amazingly good. So these two, yeah, these have been my morning scents throughout the entire month of February. And my evening, late afternoon scent is Hermes Barinia. Wow. Oh, this evokes literally, if you have walked into an Hermes boutique, this is the scent in a bottle. It does have that beautiful leathery-like scent, but it's not masculine because it does have a little bit of like a berry aspect to it, a little bit of citrus note. I think it may have some bergamot in it. It's so delightful. You can smell a little bit of an oak scent, but it still is a light, airy scent, so it's not heavy. So amazing. So amazing. This fragrance to me is worth of to be a signature scent because it's just, you know, to me I compare it at times to Baccarat Rouge 540. Not that it smells like Baccarat Rouge 540, they are completely different. Like there's nothing about Baccarat Rouge 540, but what I'm trying to say is, you know how special when Baccarat Rouge 540 came out many years ago that everybody turned their head to know what you were wearing. This fragrance has that same appeal. What are you wearing? It's so special, it's so unique, so different. I cannot, I mean, like, I cannot think about other fragrance that smells like this. So amazingly good. Okay, my friends, and I think we're done. I think we're done with this video. Favorites, I would love to hear from you. Which are the products that you have been loving during the month of February? Whether products, whether books, whether movies, whether whatever it is the case, you know, going out somewhere, eating some food, cooking something, a recipe. I don't know. Let's just continue that conversation on the comment section down below. While you're at it, you're always invited to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads. If you're on TikTok and Instagram, come and follow me there. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with family and friends, you know, all this real. And if you're not done watching my content, well, I have a ton of other content that I will be leaving at the end of the screen. So see you then.